What's up, y'all? It's your girl E. Welcome back to my channel, here with another video. Yes, when I said I was back in my last video, I meant it. So if you haven't checked out my last video, make sure you go check that out because I'm basically giving you all the details as to why I took a little break, what I've accomplished since I took that break up until now. A really special project that I launched last October called Tha Moxie. You can check out all of that in my last video, and I'm actually going to link it in the description, and you can click somewhere up here. I'll put it there too, just in case you want to like not have to go searching too far. But anyways, today's video is about a product that I'm actually going to be launching on Tha Moxie, which is a deck of affirmation cards. I thought it would be really cool to document the process from like start to finish, like from just an idea in my head to creating the affirmations, coming up with the colors, designing it in Photoshop, you know, sending it to the printer, picking up the draft, like all of that good stuff that goes into like really bringing a product to life. I wanted to document that for you guys. I really want you guys to understand and know that like if you have a concept in your head and you're very like determined and dedicated and like really passionate about it, you can do anything you put your mind to. And I want to show you guys that. Like, I'm gonna make an affirmation card deck. I don't have it right now. It's like from scratch, okay? And I just want you guys to really understand and see that if I could do it, you could do it too. So let's get into it. A little bit ago, I went and got like a dry erase calendar, and I like kind of went backwards from my launch date to like how many days certain things would take, and I came up with like a general like calendar of like deadlines that I need to hit to make sure that I stay on track to meet my goal. So let me show you what that calendar looks like. As you can see, I have like it all dated. This is like a blend of February and March, and on like certain days it'll say like card verbiage due, which is basically like the actual affirmation that's going to go on the card, card designs due, send to print, draft print ready. Now see, this is tentative because that depends on what date the printer gives me. So I have a whole bunch of other things. As you can see, like this is my whole list of stuff that is going into this whole process, but I couldn't really plan all the way because this date is going to be dependent on the printers. But as you can see, like it's a whole thing. Like you really have to be super organized. And then I just want to like come down here really quick because sometimes you got to motivate yourself, like, and it's really important to like hold yourself accountable. And I feel like some of these things that I put on my board really helps me to do that. Like the ball is in your court. Like what you gonna do with it? Are you gonna break? Or are you gonna swish that mug? You were made for this. Just to give myself like the confidence to understand that like, hey, this is what God has laid before me. And like just that helps me keep moving forward. And then just a small little you got this because I do. So one of the first things on my calendar was to put together all the affirmations that are going to go into the deck. So for my deck, there's going to be 52 affirmations, and I literally just came up with them on my own. And shout out to my mom because I called her and she was like, kind of like, you know, make this one a little bit stronger, use this word instead of that word. Like she really helped me like tighten it up. So shout out to her. And yeah, so I got that done, and that's actually due on the 21st, which is tomorrow, and I've had that done for a couple days, so I'm ahead of schedule, which is a great thing. Another thing that I had to do was come up with the color scheme. So as I mentioned, I was using these affirmation cards before, and I actually like wrote them out on index cards years ago, right? So the index cards that I used were certain colors. So there was like blue, pink. I'm just pulling them out of this bag. I didn't know that I was going to be doing that, so excuse the unpreparedness of this whole situation right now. But there's yellow and green. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to use the same exact colors that I use for my original ones that I used to help myself, right? So I was like, okay, this is coming together. Like, look, all this alignment, okay? Like, so got the colors finalized. And the next thing that I needed to do was try to figure out Photoshop. So, excuse me. I could have done it in Canva, however, because this is going to be like high level print and I really wanted it to like be like real sharp, I decided to get into Photoshop. So I don't really know that much about Photoshop, so shout out to the homie Justin, aka Golden Graphics, because I had to call him and be like, how you do this, how you do that, what about this, what about that, yada yada yada. And I'm pretty sure I will be calling him again somewhere along the lines of this process, and he has been super helpful in that one phone call that we had. So I really do appreciate that little piece of assistance that I got. So figuring out Photoshop is the whole thing, and basically what I'm about to do is take those affirmation cards and put them on the actual like design card. So let me show you guys that. You'll get a sneak peek of one of the colors, but I'll show you guys like just a little bit of what's going on in Photoshop. So don't judge it right here because this is not accurate at all. But I just wanted to show you guys like just a Photoshop view of everything. So yeah, it's pretty simple right now, but yeah, that's what we have going on. So that's pretty much it for this first update intro to the whole process. Today is the 20th and the next deadline is gonna be March 1st, which is when the designs are due, because I'm gonna try to get them to print that following Wednesday. So the next time I pick up the camera will probably be somewhere along then. And yeah, I'm really excited to document this whole process, because if you watch my last video, I kind of talked about how I wanted to like retarget and like restructure and redirect my content. So I'm very excited to bring you guys along this process and like really document the journey of like reaching your dreams and, you know, accomplishing your goals and things like that. So I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys the next time I have an update. Okay, so I had to check in real quick because this process is very intricate, and I just finished a portion of this project that was about to drive me insane. So in the affirmation deck, there's going to be 2 cards that basically have like details about the affirmations, how to use them, contact, like all that stuff, right? Like color, the, what's it called? What I call it? The color key. And the card that has the direction slash, you know, like how to use, like how to choose type of things. It took me forever to figure out a design because these cards are like playing card size, right? So I have to fit a certain amount of information in these cards. However, it has to be legible. People have to be able to read it. So I was kind of struggling with that a little bit, but I finally figured out the perfect layout and design, and I just feel so accomplished. And literally now I'm just like, I figured that out and I'm done. I am done, okay? Like, I'm about to go have me a glass of wine because it almost tried to stress me out, but I got it done. So I just want to check in with y'all. I don't know if I said already, but it's like February 24th, and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 days away from my deadline. So that's where we at with it. And yeah. All right, so I'm checking in. Today is Saturday, February 27th, and the goal is to go to print this coming Wednesday, which is March 3rd, and the process is going so good. So I finally finished the cards, and I've moved on to finalizing the boxes, and I actually just finished filming the video for like why I'm doing affirmation cards, where it came from, all that stuff. So make sure you guys go check out that video too. But yeah, the process is going so good and everything's coming out so good, and I'm just so thankful and I'm so grateful and I'm just really excited. So yeah, I just want to hop on here really quickly. I'll probably check in again on Wednesday just to like either be like yay or nay to go into print. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are enjoying this process. So yeah, just stay tuned. Okay, so today is Wednesday, March 3rd, and I have officially officially went to print and I'm so excited. So I actually just got off work about an hour ago, and as soon as I got off I was like, okay, it's time to go to print, gotta push print, like gotta pay for it, all that, right? So we are officially in print for the vibe cards. Oh, that's the name. Did I tell y'all the name yet? So they're gonna be called vibe cards. I'm just excited. But let me tell you though, last night was absolutely crazy. So, of course, you know, when you're doing stuff like this, like it's a small possibility that, like, actually, I take that back. It is a large possibility that something is just, you know, not necessarily gonna go wrong, but is gonna need some extra attention. And that is exactly what happened last night. So, basically what happened was I designed all the cards. I was going through everything just to make sure everything looked right, editing, yada yada, right? So when I went to export into a PDF, because that's what the printer needs, all of the words were like blurry, okay? Like can't read it, blurry, like period. And I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, what are the odds the day before I'm going to print that, like, it doesn't translate well? Like, what are the odds, right? So obviously, like, we still went to print and I wasn't like panicking about it, but I was also just like up all night having to like redo every single card and everything with like the correct, or not really the correct, but like a better font that could like print better and translate better from like PDF to print, right? So it was just like an extra step that was very tedious to figure out another font, because that already took forever in the first place. So to have to figure out another font was just like insane. So I was up all last night doing that, but I got it done, and I don't know when the proof is going to be ready, but I am just so excited. And literally, like, I just want y'all to know that, like, if you have an idea, like, literally, if you have an idea and you have, like, permission from God to move forward with it, you can totally do it. All you have to do is, like, put your mind to it, make a plan. Y'all saw my calendar already. Like, you gotta make a plan for things to, like, really happen, because, like, literally, a dream is just, like, kind of like a myth in a sense until you put some action behind it. So that's just my little tidbit today. Put some action behind that dream, okay? And okay, so I just picked up the hard copy proof and I'm so excited. Okay, so they look so good. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's a few minor changes that I want to make, but that's the whole process of getting a hard copy proof. But let me tell you, they look so good. So I'm super excited about that. I'll give you guys a little snippet of what it's looking like. Not too much, but I'm gonna show y'all. Eventually. Okay, so I'm about to open up one of these packs to kind of just take a look at what it's looking like what the cards are looking like. Okay, so oh, these things look good. Ooh wee. Oh my goodness, this is deep. This is real deep. These need to be thicker though. That is what they do need to be. So they need to be thicker. I might have to invest in a harder paper, because this is a little flimsy for my liking. These look so good. Other than that though, wow. Okay, all right. So the hard copy proof is here. Basically I just have to go and make some changes, but I'm so excited. Ooh, let me just show y'all one of them. Let me just pick a random one. Oh, that's the random one. I know that's right. So cute. Okay, all right, I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Okay, so I just wanted to check in really quick. So in the last clip you saw that I picked up the hard copy proof, And in the moment, I was like, okay, yeah, there's not too much to do, this, that, and the other. But like after like really taking my time, I ended up having to redo and resubmit every single one of the files. I had to transition everything over to the print version, and that just caused like everything, like every single everything needed to be changed. Not that big of a deal because I'm trying to put out a high quality product, so it's I rather like go through these different cycles than rush it and then put out something that's like half-assed basically, because I'm not really with that. And then another thing that I saw was an easy thing to overlook. So if you look at this card, there's like a black outline, but then if you look at this card, there is no black outline. So with that being said, that's a whole nother thing that I found that was just like random, because that was the only one like that. And that just goes to show how important it is to get a hard copy proof. Like if you're printing books, flyers, cards, anything that's printed, get a hard copy proof, because truthfully, you're not going to be able to see certain things on the computer screen, number one. And then number two, when you can actually see the product, you can see like the things that could cause a concern. And another thing that I found out is that there was no coating on my order, and what that did was, since they're black, if you scratch it or use it regularly, like just me flipping through them, just like going through it and like, you know, just doing what I need to do to make sure this product is going to be great, I noticed that like they started getting scratched, and I'm like, hey, like what is that about, you know? And they were like, oh yeah, there's no UV coating. So I was like, yeah, we have to add that coating. Like, but that just goes to show how important it is to get a hard copy proof. So okay, so it has been way too long since I picked up this camera to give an update about this process, but today is Monday the 22nd, and I'm coming to you live from a sports bra because I'm about to go work out or whatever. So my work day is over, and now it's time to switch gears. Like, you got the 9 to 5, you got the 5 to 9. Okay, I'm in the 5 to 9 right now. Okay, so where do I begin? Okay, so I have 3 updates. The first update is I picked up the final product, so that's pretty exciting. I'll show you guys a clip of that in a second. Second update, I did the product photo shoot this past weekend, and I am so pissed that I forgot to vlog it, because the whole process was really dope. I know y'all tired of me being like just with these updates in my house, but that just is what it is. I totally forgot that I was vlogging this process, and today I was like, damn, I forgot to take my camera with me, but it came out really, really good. I'll insert some clips here so you can see like how cute it came out. Literally, like, there's nothing like having a vision in your head and then it like gets executed to the T. So I was very, very happy and very satisfied with that. I did the whole thing, came up with the concept, went out, literally like chopped flowers off from like, you know, nature, and use somebody's grass to make it happen, all for free, all in-house. You know, your girl is about them coins and saving them, and just using myself and the gifts that God has given me as a resource, opposed to spending money when I don't really have to. And I feel like that's something that like any business owner or hopeful entrepreneur can or creative can incorporate, because why pay to get it done if you can do it yourself, and you can save your coins for the things that you can't do yourself. So I'm very happy with how those product shoots, or how the product shoot turned out. And then my last update is like a business update. So when I originally set the date for April, like the beginning of April, I thought that I was going to be able to like make these cards and just come out of the gate like selling them, and I didn't think about the paperwork side of entrepreneurship, right? And that means like your business license and getting the things you need to, excuse me, set up a bank account and like all those small details I didn't really think about, and those details actually take time. Like once you submit your paperwork, it's not like you get it back right away, and there's multiple things that you have to get in order. So with that being said, I don't know as of right now when it's going to launch. I hope it's in April. I don't know if it's going to be early April, mid-April, whatever the case. It doesn't really bother me that it has to kind of like be contingent upon whenever my paperwork is finished, just because like I just stated, like I want things to be right from the top, so that way I don't have to go back and like try to rectify anything. So that's kind of where that is. But as far as like the cards and the product, everything is like good to go right now. I'm just kind of waiting on paperwork, so that's pretty exciting. And yeah, so that's the update for today. Why do I have so much burps? Like, so yeah, that's the update. I guess the next time that I will have an update will probably be when, I guess maybe like the product goes live or something. I don't know, but we'll see. But that's where we are right now. So let me show you guys the unboxing. Okay, so I got really excited and I already cracked it open, and then I was like, oh shoot, let me grab my camera. So this is as far as I've gotten so far. So this is what they look like. They are here. I'm very, very excited. I'm not going to take out all that paper, but yeah, this is what we're working with so far. Our first batch, we are in the game, and I'm so excited. So yeah, those are the cards. Hey y'all, I am back with another update. Today is Wednesday, March 31st, and I just wanted to check in because I know at the beginning of this video I was saying how, like, you know, it's gonna happen in April and, like, you know, all that good stuff. Well, that's not the case no more. And the reason why is because I am held up in paperwork. So the product ready to go, like anything that I specifically controlled with the product is ready. Like I got the packaging, I got the label maker, I got the shipping stuff, you know, like I'm ready on my end. But the paperwork of it all is also important, and I underestimated how long that would take. So today I actually found out that a piece of my paperwork got denied. My fictitious business name paperwork got denied because I did not wet sign it. So what is a wet signature? A wet signature is a signature with literally a pen, right? I signed it in Adobe Acrobat. I didn't know that you couldn't do that. Lesson learned. Hey, I'm new to this. Okay, fine. So I got denied only on that though. So I have to resubmit and basically start the waiting process over. Lesson learned. And now you guys can learn from my mistake. If you're doing paperwork that is official paperwork, sign it with a pen. And apparently the reason why you want to do that is because everybody would have access to the font that I use in Adobe. So if somebody wanted to create something in my name again, they could easily go in and duplicate that signature. So the reason why they want you to actually sign it is because it's your actual signature that can't be duplicated, which makes total sense. And that's one thing about this process. I'm new to this, like I just said, so a lot of this stuff like may seem like common sense, but not really. So that's where we are with that. And then furthermore, I'm also working on trademarking, because after talking to a few people and like my parents and things like that, they were literally like, we think you should get this trademark because it's a brilliant idea. So I started that process as well, and I actually have a call this Friday with the lawyer just to get that process going. So literally it's all about that paperwork right now, and I don't mind getting held up on paperwork, because if that means that things are going to get done right, then I'm here for it. And furthermore, it's not like I have a boss that's telling me I need to get this done by X, Y, and Z. I own this. So if something gets held up, it's not like I'm going to get in trouble. It's not like I'm going to get fired. Like, this is my business. This is my stuff. And I'm starting to realize like how dope that is. Like, I could be like, you know, you know what, it's fine. Like I'm on my own timeline. The only downfall I would say is that I'm just excited. Like I'm ready to get this going. So the fact that I've, you know, encountered a delay just due to the paperwork. Of course it's needed. Of course it's necessary. Of course I'm, you know, going to be patient and cross all my T's and dot all my I's. But at the same time, I am so excited to get this process going and start getting these decks out. And I think that's the only thing that is kind of just like, oh, that's a bummer, you know? But, that's totally fine. And then furthermore, the photo shoot that I forgot to vlog and I mentioned, actually it's not going to work. So I have to redo that photo shoot in a more professional way. Being on a website and being on the types of websites that I'm going to be on, I don't think they're gonna work. So I need it to be like real product, you know, like real product photos. Have you guys ever been like shopping online and you see like the products that have like that white background, or like it's just real professional? That's the vibe that I need. So basically I have to redo that whole photo shoot, and which is kind of cool because since I forgot to do it the first time, I can actually vlog it the second time. So I'm going to actually do that on Friday as well. I'm going to have to go get some material because y'all know I'm queen of the do-it-yourself, save that coin. So I'll take you guys with me on that process as well. At this point, I don't even know how long this video is, but I told you I was going to take you from start to finish, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna document, you know, the denials and like all that stuff, because I feel like it's gonna help somebody else in the process. And like I didn't really have anybody to tell me about the wet signature, for example. So now y'all know. So when y'all go to do things, you know, let me make sure I sign this with a pen, you know. So yeah, that's where we at with it. And until next time.